Hey everyone, did you miss me? I know you did. I know it's been a long time since our last season. 10 years as a matter of fact. That wasn't even hosted by me, so it doesn't even count now, does it? But, after all this time, we're finally back for season 8 of the Ultimate Splashdown! We've had plenty of laughs over the years, plenty of tears, and a concerning amount of interspecies relationships. But regardless, the rules are still the same. Everyone only split up into teams, someone has to get sent home every day, and eventually only one fish will remain. Well, okay, I know most of them aren't fish. You guys can stop telling me that. I am aware they're not all fish. It is just a term we use on this show. Anyway, tune in to see who will become the alpha fish. Well, not in this episode, obviously. We only just begun. And that's pretty bad if your show only has one episode, isn't it? Ah. Anyway, as always, I am your host, Clam McMuscle, and welcome to Season 8 of the Ultimate Splashdown! Our competitors should be arriving any minute now. They'll be arriving on the special Splashdown sub, a gigantic submarine that's able to support both fresh and saltwater fish. Before they get here, we've asked each of our competitors to record a little introductory greeting before they arrive. First up, he's the brilliant scientist who put his brain in the body of a great white shark, Lamy von Loosmanberg. I'm going to dedicate this to my brother who is currently in the hospital. I support ya, bro. Next up, a man who is, quote, even more brillianter, who put his body in the, quote, superior orca. It's Professor Orson! The Loosmanbergs are nothing but hacks. We Orsons are the true scientific geniuses of the modern era. Next, he is Professor Orson's assistant who has stuck with him no matter what. And he is also now in the body of a dolphin ever since Orson put his body in an orca. Give it up for Garcon! I didn't even want to be on this show. Next, we got the kid who was bitten by a radioactive barracuda and has a seething hatred for Pixar movies. Give it up for Barry Coda. When I win, Pixar's going down! Next, he's a squid with an octopus name in his pun, and the third most popular character on the most popular cartoon on the planet. It's Octoword! I'm gonna be a star! Our next competitor is probably the chillest guy you will ever meet. All of his previous friends competed on this show, so now it's his turn. It's Mush! What's up, everyone? I'm just glad to be here. He may be a jellyfish, but his passions lie in the jam. Give it up for Jamfish! Rock on, dudes! I'm gonna use the money to do something or other. Huh, I didn't think this through enough, did I? Next, he may be a snail, but he is quite the quick thinker. Give it up for Gerald! Yeah, we didn't have time to show all of what he said. Next, give it up for the abyssal beauty herself, Angie! I'm gonna win this real good, like. Next, we have the world's angriest bird, who would even make the mobile game blush. Give it up for Manguin! Manguin is here to win! His daughters competed last season, so now he's here to compete to teach all them fancy ocean fish a lesson. Give it up for Kitten! Howdy, y'all. Glad to be here. I'm gonna teach them fancy scales ocean fish a thing or two about respect. That's why my daughters lost. They didn't have any respect, running off with a newt like that. What were they thinking? Our next contestant was a government experiment that was really stupid in concept. Give it up for Husa! Unlike everyone else, I have actual combat training. You might as well just give me the money now. Our next competitor was raised at the world's fanciest aquarium before a hurricane caused him to land back in the ocean, but he still carries some of that charm. Give it up for Sir Slashington IV. Finally, I'll give some class to the show. Our next competitor is a half eel, half man. He says that we shouldn't mention it, and quite frankly, it's kind of disgusting. Give it up for Monty. I only came here to win, and that is exactly what I'll do. Okay, that was horrible. Can I take this again? Our next competitor was part of a very popular kids' TV show, but now he wants to prove he is his own person. Give it up for Esteban! I'm gonna dedicate my win to Conforma, R.I.P. Straight from the Amazon, we have one of the strongest but also kindest people you will ever meet. Well, snake person anyway. Meet Annie. It's such a pleasure to be here. Our next competitor is the star of the most famous kids show in the world. He also has a very annoying voice. It's Loofah Jim Roundshorts. Hi, everyone. I hope we all have a great time and stuff like that. Next up, we have probably the most stupid creature in the entire ocean, Bat Brick. Wait. What does the red light mean again? Oh, I'm supposed to say something? Something. Our next competitor was a college experiment who has since escaped to the wild and is superior to all other piranhas. It's Sir Arana. Yes, and now I will prove that I am the superior fish above all other stupid fish. Our next character is the star of a movie that is definitely not similar to any other movie ever made. It's Martin the Clownfish. And before you ask, no, I have never heard of anyone named Nemo. Our next competitor is a very dumb but very kind Tang. It's Dora. Hi, I'm Dora. Our next competitor has had 7 boyfriends, none of which she's actually even talked to before. Give it up for Yolanda Ray. You better be watching this, Manny. Our next competitor once sold us out to the reptilians. He's the world's angriest caiman, Alan. And remember, everyone, I'm a caiman. Not an alligator, not a crocodile, not a gharial, a caiman. Next up, we have a polar bear who used to be famous before, he went south. It's Fred the Fat Bear. I don't get what everyone talks about. I mean, Bunny Buns thinks I'm alright. Straight from the ponds of a military research base, he's a pike who knows how to kill any fish in at least 7 different ways. It's Spike the Pike. They say teach a man to fish and he'll eat for life. Well, if you teach a fish how to fish, you get me. And finally, he overthrew an intergalactic empire and is said to have quite a array with words and has an excellent singing voice. It's Steve the Tuna! Well, I can see the submarine off in the distance. They'll be arriving any second now. So, who will be the ultimate winner of the ultimate splashdown? Who will join the Hall of Fame? And who will join the Hall of Shame? Find out on this episode of the Ultimate Splashdown! Mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and invertebrate. Members of each of these groups will compete to see who will win and who will swim. This is the Ultimate Splashdown! Welcome, competitors, to the main island. This is where you will be staying until the finale. Any questions? Yeah, I got one. How come I can actually breathe in here? And how come the freshwater guys aren't dissolving? Ah, that's a good question. You see, this place is surrounded by a sort of, almost force field-like thing. And inside is what we like to refer to as Schrodinger's water. It's simultaneously both salt and fresh water while also being air for air breathers. It's kind of a complicated thing to explain. There's a lot of pseudoscience involved and, things like that. Anything else? Why do I feel bigger? And why is that shark so small? Ah, when you guys arrived, you were pelted with rays that are either shrink or grow depending on your species. So now you're all vaguely the same size, so that way there's not much of a size difference or advantage, things like that. Okay, one more question, then I'm assigning teams. If tomatoes are fruits, does ketchup count as a smoothie? I'm just gonna ignore that. Alright, everyone, listen up. If I call your name, stand to the right. Lamy, Garson, Batbrick, Gerald, Serana, Sir Slashington, Manguin, Octoward, Esteban, Kitten, Martin, Angie, and Fred, I hereby christen you the Atlantic Aces. Everyone else, Orson, Barry, Monty, Pusa, Lufa, Mush, Dora, Yolanda, Jamfish, Spike, Steve, Alan, and Annie, you guys will be the Pacific Pros. Wait a minute. Me and Batbrick are on different teams? No! No, this can't be! No! Hey, I don't make the teams. That's the rules. If you don't like it, you can always just quit. Oh wait, no you can't. It's in your contract. Hold on. Garson's not on my team, but he's literally my number 2. What am I supposed to do without him? I guess that means you have to do work for yourself for once, blubberface. Alright, I'm tired of arguing. Everyone, listen up. Here are the rules. Every week, you guys will compete in a new challenge, and whichever team loses has to send someone home. But this year, we're adding a little bit of a twist. Lamy, Orson, you two are what we're going to be referring to as the team captain. What this means is that you two cannot be voted off until there are no more teams. So what you're saying is, I'm invincible, and I can treat my team however I want? Well, not necessarily. There's one exception to the rule, and it's what we call a mutiny. Basically, if every single vote is for you, then it doesn't matter, and you can still get voted out anyway. Of course, that's a rule. Alright, on to the first challenge. You may have noticed that there's not really any sleeping places on this island. That's where you guys come in. Whoever builds the best shelter will win, and the losing team will have to send one of their fishies down the drain, if you catch my drift. You guys can use whatever you want to make the shelters, but you can't look at what the other team is doing. So, on my mark, get set, swim! Hey, cheer up, big guy, it'll be good. I'm sure you'll be a great leader, and I'm sure we'll be a great team. Hey guys, did I ever tell you about my boyfriend Manny? He's a manta ray. I know he's a manta ray and I'm a stingray, but I always found manta rays more attractive than stingrays because, manta rays, they just have that charm to them that I just find so attractive. It's gonna be a long season. Producers of the show have realized that building is absolutely a boring activity, so we've decided to make a nutshell version of the events that happen, set to music. We call it a montage. It's a building montage, and here's how it's going down. The two teams are constructing things right now. Bear is building a cave for himself. A jellyfish and turtle are planting a garden because why not? How's this completely find a garden? I mean, come on. Anglerfish is hitting on the British fish. Alligator anaconda talking about life. Puffin built a nest. Manwing likes it, but he won't admit he likes it. Barracuda moray eel getting off to a good start. Ray built a creepy shrine. I do not like where this is going. That's the end of the song. I know it doesn't rhyme because why do songs have to rhyme? It drives me insane. Alright, everyone. Let's see what you have constructed. Atlantic Aces, let's see your shelter first. Ooh, not bad. Lovely use of seaweed. And a nest for the birds. How lovely. Hey, that nest is for the puffin! Manguin don't use no nest, because Manguin is a penguin, and penguins are too cool for nests! Okay then. Pacific Pros, take me to your place. Ooh, this is lovely. Only one floor, too. I mean, I like the use of moss and- wait, what is that at the top? Oh, that's the shrine to my love, Manny. Yolanda, what the heck? I didn't approve of that! Yeah, I know no one approved of that. That's why I kept it a secret, dummy. Because I didn't want anyone to know, and I wanted it to be a surprise for him when this episode airs. Okay, yeah, that's just creepy. Atlantic Aces win. Pacific Pros, one of you is going home. I don't know about you guys, but I'm probably gonna vote off the Tang. She seems like too much of a threat to me and Manny. He always has had a thing with those kinds of fish. Yeah, that's who we're voting off. 3 hours later. Welcome, everyone, to the elimination. My favorite part of this show. If I call your name, you're safe. If I don't, you're out of here. Barry, Monty, Husa, Mush, Steve, Annie, Lufa Jim, Alan, Orson, Spike, Jamfish. And the final safe fish of the night is... Dora. Unfortunately, this means Yolanda has been kicked out of the game. Sorry, maybe next time. What? You guys voted for me? What did I do wrong? I mean, all I've done is talk about my boyfriend and build a shrine to him. I have literally not affected one of you. Your boyfriend sucks and isn't real. You're just delusional. I hate you. Yolanda, please step this way. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the Pacific Ring of Fire, right? If you're not, it's basically a series of volcanoes. And so, I thought, in that tradition, I thought it'd be fun if this year we evacuated players using our own Ring of Fire. Any last words, Miss Ray? Yes, I have one. Don't listen to the Manny. Our love is real. I will always love you. I love that part. Well, good night, everyone. But as for you at home, remember to tune in next time to see who will continue to swim on the Ultimate Splashdown! Goodbye, folks.